welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you're new, then hello. If you are coming back to watch another one, then I should say welcome back to myself, because yet again it has been a very long time. Hell of a lot's gone on, blah de da da da. I'm not going to go into it again. But yeah, so in tonight's video, I thought I would film for you guys my Pandora collection. Because I've recently been bought some new Pandora stuff for my birthday and Christmas from my dad as an early present, so I've got it now, not to actually have, but so it's there kind of thing. And it made me realise that I've actually got quite a bit of jewellery now from Pandora, like from over the last, say, like 4 or 5 years, from like, you know, anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, all that sort of thing. So I thought I would film a collection for you guys and also show you the bits that I've got for this year from my dad, which I'm not allowed yet, but we're keeping it here so he doesn't lose it where he is, because apparently he's notorious for losing things. But yeah, so without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I have quite a few charms, mostly, which is what I've got. I've got a couple of bracelets, I've got a necklace, and that's actually mostly it for my jewellery wise, like for Pandora. So I'm going to show you roughly, not spend too long on each bit because I think it will probably get really boring, but I will try and describe each charm, like what they mean to me, and also if I can remember when I actually got them and for what, because a lot of my charms I do have sort of a story or memory behind them. Which is what I always say, if I'm lucky enough to get jewellery, like charms and that, off my family, it's always one that will have like a special meaning to it, just because I think that's nicer. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the bits that my dad bought me for my birthday and Christmas for this year, which I'm not technically allowed yet, but I'm allowed to keep hold of. 3 charms, a jewellery care kit, a free ring because there was a deal on, and also a jewellery box, but the jewellery box I'm going to show you till last. But the first thing I got was just this jewellery care kit. That's not really jewellery, it's not really anything exciting. Yeah, just a little jewellery kit cleaner thing, because you know, you always need one. Okay, so the first charm I got, this was from Dad. So I found a couple of charms that I wanted online, and we went into the store to see if they had any catalogues so I could sort of mark out what I wanted and things like that. And then he said to me, actually, might as well just get it today if you want, because we're here now, you know, it'll be one less thing to stress about. So a couple of charms that I really liked, I did manage to get, but one of them that I really wanted, they didn't have. So the lady brought a couple of other bits out that she thought I might have liked, and this was one of them, and it's so bloody pretty. My dad picked it out. I picked out the not the other one, obviously I picked out the 2 that I wanted, but then I asked him to pick me one out that he would like, and this is the one. We'll try and focus on that. So it's just this little star and moon little charm thing. Behind it, it's got a little blue, like, iridescent sort of thing, just behind it, which would symbolise the sky. And then on the back of it, if you turn it around, I don't know how well you can see that, but on the back of it, it says "I love you" to the moon and back, which I just think this is so special. It's such a lovely charm. It's like one of the little pendant ones, and this is definitely by far my favourite. So this is like a birthday Christmas one for this year. The next one I got was just this plain and simple 21 charm, which was one that I really wanted, obviously because it's my 21st birthday. So, and it's really cute because it's got like this little infinity dangly bit over the top of it, which I just think is really sweet. The next charm I got, I'll show you the last charm, was just this plain little silver heart charm, which says daughter on it, and it has a little pink gemstone. I'm trying to look on here to see if it's focusing. It's not focusing brilliantly, which is really irritating me now. There we go, it's kind of there. But yeah, so it's just this silver heart that says daughter on it with a little pink gem under it, which is really cute. And then, as I said to you guys, I actually got a freebie because it was, what was the deal? Oh yeah, the deal was if you spend over £79, then you get a free piece of jewellery for up to £45 out of a selection that they had. And I just got this ring. It's just a really pretty ring. It's just like the normal hearts band, and yeah, it's just got loads of little hearts all around it, which I just think is really cute. So yeah, this was like a freebie Christmas present. But yeah, the next thing that I'm going to show you is actually this ring that I've got on now. This is from Connor, and this was for our anniversary. So as you can see, it's just like a love tie heart knot thing. So this side, it's got like little diamantes on it, and then the other half is just plain silver band. And I just really love this. It's really cute, really sweet. Yeah. So that's for our 5th anniversary, which we've just had. My voice is so boring, isn't it? So drony. Ugh. Anyway, so the next things I'm going to show you are my bracelets. So I actually have 2 bracelets. I've got one bracelet, I got my first bracelet and my first Pandora charms for my 18th birthday, which was actually about coming up to 3 years now. So I've collected all of this over 3 years from everyone. And my first bracelet was obviously then, and then the second one was from last year because I had no more room to put my charms on. And they are exactly the same bracelet, and it just has the typical little Pandora clip ball on the end there. So yeah, I have 2 of these bracelets. So onto the charms. So the first one that I've got is actually a safety chain. Pardon me. And it's just, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to hold this, but it just looks like this. And it's got a little dangly bit on it as well, with a little heart at the end, which I think is really sweet. Is it a heart? Oh no, it's like a little leaf. I always thought it was a heart, but no. So it's a little leaf, and it just looks like this, which is really cute. And if you've never had Pandora before and you're thinking of getting Pandora, basically what these safety chains do is take one of our bracelets. So you open up the bracelet like that, and then these are like little clips. So the clips open up quite stiff, which is good, is what you want. And then you will clip one onto the end of the bracelet like that, and then you'd put your charms on, and then you'd open the other one up and clip it onto that, and then when you open up the bracelet you don't have the risk of losing all your beads and charms. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Pandora bracelet or any Pandora jewellery related to, you know, charms or anything like that, I would definitely 100% recommend asking for a chain, a safety chain or safety clips, which is also what I'm going to show you in a minute. They're about £35 each. I think it depends what one you get, but these are so highly recommended. Otherwise you've got the risk of losing all your charms, and that is really not something that you want, because it can be quite expensive, so you don't really want to risk losing all that jewellery. The next one I've got is just this little rose gold heart. This was also from Connor. This was for our 3rd year anniversary, I believe. It was one of the anniversaries, I'm not entirely sure. But it's just this really pretty rose gold heart. I was going to say rose gold pink heart. It's not, it's just a rose gold heart with a little, like, I think they're like leaf buttons, I think, in the middle. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so I've got that one. And then I've also got this tiny little pink gem one, if you can see that. I'm not really sure how well you can. Let me try and... No, you can't really see that very well at all. But I got this one for my 18th birthday. This was actually one of the very first charms I got, and this one was for more Christmas than anything. Which was, again, about 3 years ago, so about 2016. The next thing I've got is then just another ring. This is my birthstone ring. So this was from Connor for a birthday Christmas. I can't remember which one. But it's just this blue little gemstone, which is for my birthday, which is in December. And it's just a plain silver band around, which again I just think is really pretty. And it's a really nice little pop of colour as well. So a lot of Pandora jewellery, they focus a lot around it being silver and then adding colours on top. That's a nice ring because it just has that one pop of colour, which is what I really like about it. And then I've got this tiny little heart, which I kind of think of it as like an angel wing heart, if that makes sense. So like when you see it, I think, oh, dropping it. I think when you see it, when you see it, you'll see what I mean. Oh, but it just reminds, I can't even blooming hold it. How annoying is that? But yeah, it just reminds me like little angel wings on a heart, which I really love. This one reminds me of my nan, because my nan sadly isn't here anymore, and it just reminds me of like her being an angel, so that's why I really love this. One that I've then got is this little rose gold ball charm. It's just got little hearts in the middle of it, if you can just about see that. But yeah, and I think again this one was from Connor for a birthday or Christmas, or from his mum and dad. They normally just get me charms for birthday and Christmas. Between them I normally get about 3 or 4, or sometimes if I'm really lucky 4 or 5. Normally I get about 3 from Connor, and sometimes 1 or 2 from his mum and dad for birthday, obviously, over and Christmas. So that was from one of them, I'm not entirely sure. And then this one I actually got last year or the year before from my dad for, again, birthday, Christmas. It's a little Disney Cinderella one, and it says on one side, "A dream is a wish your heart makes," which is a line from Cinderella, and it used to be my favourite all-time Disney film when I was younger. So on this side it just has little blue detailing on that side, like little snowflake starry bits. Oh, got hair. And then obviously on the other side it has the quote, which I know you can't see, and I'm really sure you can see. It's so hard to hold these without dropping them. But yeah, so that's that one. Next one my mum gave me when I was just about to start my A-level exams, and it's just this little 4-leaf clover dangly charm pendant, which I absolutely love. It's so pretty, it's so plain and simple, but it means a lot. And I just see this charm as in all-round luck, so yeah, I just think it's a really pretty one. The next one I got, this was from my mum 2 Christmases ago. It's just this little Christmas wreath, which I absolutely love. I think it's so cute, just red and green. And again, it's just like a little pendant charm. That one was from my mum. The next one I've got is my 18 charm. Again, this was one of the first ones I got for my 18th birthday, when I actually first started collecting the Pandora jewellery. This one was from my dad and my sister, and it just says 18 on it. Again, you can't really see, but that's that one. Again, plain simple, but really cute and elegant and sweet. So then the next one, this one's from Connor, and it just says girlfriend going around, and then in the middle it's got a little plain silver heart. And if I remember rightly, again, this was for a birthday or Christmas. I think it was about 2 years ago. And yeah, I just love this one. It's so meaningful. He actually picked this one out without any sort of gesture or hint or anything like that, which I really, really love. So I really like that one. This little cocoa hot chocolate mug one. This is from my dad and my sister last year for Christmas, and it's so blooming cute. The detailing on it is just adorable. It's literally just this little mug shaped one with red detailing around the side, and then it's got like little sprinkles and cream on the top with a little candy cane. So cute. I love this one, so pretty. This one was from Connor's mum and dad. I definitely remember this one being from them and his brother. It's just this little Minnie Mouse charm, and I love it. I love all the Disney ones, they're so cute. Yeah, there's not a lot I can say about that other than that was for a birthday or Christmas again. But yeah, and they've got a Mickey Mouse one as well, which I really want to get because then I've got both of them. And then I have this little dangly one. So the story about taking a couple of bits back from my mum. I look very pale, but still look pale. Yeah, so the one that I took back from my mum's stuff, this was another one of the little pendant charms that I decided to get. And technically, actually, my mum picked this one out, and she actually just bought this one for me anyway. And it's just these 2 little interlocking hearts, which I just love. And this one always reminds me of my mum, because it just reminds me of like one heart being her, one heart being me, and I just really like this one. It's so cute. Again, the last one. Actually, no, that other dangly one, that was my mum's, which I got on the charm, but then she gave it to me. This was the one that she bought me. Pardon me. And this one just reminds me of spring. And actually Mother's Day was in spring, or is normally in spring, and this is what it reminds me of, just spring, because that's when I got it. And again, it's just plain silver heart with little detailing in the middle, which again I just really love. And then the last one for this bag, oh, it's popped out on me. Oh yeah, it was this little H one, and again this was from Connor's mum, dad and brother. It's just my initial, just like a little round ball detailing around the sides. and then in the middle it's just got a H with, again, little stones on one line of the H, and then plain simple on the other side. The last bag out of the 3, I've got this massive bag here, which I never even knew they'd done the bags this big, and that is because my last birthday Christmas present for this year from my dad and my sister is in here, which is the jewellery box. I have a couple of other charms to quickly show you, and then I'll get onto the jewellery box. I've only looked at it once when my dad actually bought it for me, just to make sure that everything was alright with it, it wasn't damaged inside, anything like that, so I can't wait to look in there again. But for now, the next charm that I got, this one was definitely from Connor's mum, dad and brother, and it's called Bruno the Unicorn. Smart. As I was saying, is this little Bruno the Unicorn charm, which I just love this one. It's so cute. I actually asked for this one. Connor actually was asked by his mum just to get me to choose some Pandora stuff, so that she could choose something to get me, and this little Bruno the Unicorn, I kept going on about it to Connor because I just thought it was so cute. And this was one that she got me, so I absolutely love it. The next charm I've got, oh no, okay, so these are the clips that I was telling you guys about. So when you get clips, if you do get clips, you have to have 2. They're £35 each, depending on what ones you get. These specific ones were £35 each, because I remember my dad getting them for me for my last birthday last year, if that makes sense. So I won't get both of them out because they're exactly the same, but they're just plain silver around there, and then round the main part, which you see, you just get silver little stones, just to add that little bit of detail, and then obviously the hinge bit there, the little clip bit there where it opens. But yeah, so you get 2 of these. I'll show you the other one in the box. So yeah, that's basically just that. The next beady charm I got is this pink one. It's just a pink round ball one, and this was from my aunt for, again, my first Christmas. There's another charm in here which Connor actually got me, and my aunt got me the exact same one, and because I got hers after I opened Connor's, I decided to change that one. Just as the same, if I got Connor's one after, then I would have changed his. But I just changed it for this pink bead. I don't really have the beads. This is literally the only bead I have. I prefer the actual charms. But I like this because it has a pop colour, it's nice and pink, and it's like a really baby pink, and yeah, I like this, it's really cute. Okay, so the third to last thing is this ring. I actually bought this for myself. This was actually the very first ever piece of Pandora jewellery I actually got, and I treated myself to this when I first started sixth form, so this was actually about 4 years ago that I got this, and it's just, they still do this ring as well, which surprises me. I thought they would have had like a lot more different sort of variety, but this definitely is still one that they've got, and it's just this tiny little sort of decorated edge, and then this cute little silver heart, which I like this when it's on. It just looks so elegant and simple, and it just adds that nice little touch of jewellery. But yeah, that should be like a jewellery model. But yeah, so this ring, I can't actually, my fingers are swelled up because it's so hot. But yeah, I can't remember how much this ring was. It wasn't overly expensive. But yeah, so this was my first ever piece of Pandora jewellery. It's lasted so well, as you can see. I've had it 4 years, and yeah, treat to myself for starting sixth form. So yeah, that's that one. And I actually know what the last 2 charms are. So this one is a tiny little pink bear. So this was from my sister for my birthday 2 years ago, and this is actually quite a funny story, because when I looked this charm up, it was actually for if you've just had a baby and you have a baby girl, and it has the same, it's just a little bear with a pink bow on it, and if it was a boy it would be the same with the blue bow. When my dad bought this, he didn't actually realise, he thought it was like a sister charm, and I've never actually told him, just because it's never really something you just randomly bring up in conversation. But yeah, so to me obviously this is a sister charm, because that's what it was bought to me from, or who it was bought to me from, sort of thing, and obviously that was the reason why. But yeah, so I really love that, it's really cute as well. And the last charm is the one that I was telling you about, which was the same one my aunt bought me, and it's just this tiny little, again, silver heart with my gemstone or my birthstone in the middle, which is again the bluey turquoisey dark. Okay, sorry about that. My phone decided to cut out while I was filming. But yeah, so as I was saying, this is the last charm that I've got. It's just this silver heart, again with a little bit of detailing, and then my gemstone or birthstone in the middle, which matches my ring. This one was from Connor, and this was actually the one that my aunt also bought me, which I changed her one over because I got hers after I obviously got Connor's one. So yeah, that was that. The next thing I've got is a bigger box. Whoop, whoop, that's it, Hannah. And I got this from my mum year before last, and it's just this really stunningly beautiful necklace. It's just round with little stones in the middle. You can't really see because the lighting has gone really bright. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can see it like that, and then on the other side, if you want it a bit more simpler, it just says Pandora round the edges, which I think is so sweet. And you can also actually get a smaller version of this as well, which if you don't like the bigger sort of things, then you can also get a smaller one, which I just really love. And this is just so beautiful, and I never ever wear this unless it's special occasions, so things like birthdays, weddings, things like that. So yeah, I keep this really special and safe because it's so beautiful, and I don't ever want to keep or don't want to risk ruining it. Okay, and then the last jewellery related thing that I've got is this beautiful bangle. So this is like a little snowflake thing, and this was actually, again, from last year. My dad tends to buy, or the last couple of years, he's tended to buy my birthday, Christmas stuff around this sort of time of year, so like August, September time. So then he's got it, it's out of the way, he doesn't have to worry about me when the time comes. And this was actually another freebie like the ring was this year. This was the freebie last year. So I think it was when you spent over £100, I think it was, you got a free bangle. And this was the bangle, and it's worth £35, I think. So, you know, get your fair dues out of it. And he didn't just buy £100 worth for me, before anyone says anything. He also has my sister to buy for, and other people, which he tends to get just Pandora jewellery for, because his family is mostly women and girls, and it's easier for his life. So yeah, the last piece that I've got is for Christmas birthday this year. It's from my dad, and my dad and my sister, and it's in this big box, which I didn't even realise, a big bag in a box, which I didn't even realise Pandora had done, until we were talking about it wandering around the town. And then when we went in Pandora, I actually caught a glimpse of it out the corner of my eye, which is one that I really needed. And without rabbiting on much longer about it, the last thing that I've got, if I can get it out of the bag, is this jewellery box. So this was actually £75, so it is quite pricey, but it's made out of really good materials. It's really sturdy, it's got 2 layers, and it's boxed up really, really nicely. So it's boxed up in this box which just says Pandora on the front, and it's so big, considering anyway. And I've never really been a jewellery box type of person, just because I've never really had that much. And I'd heard that Pandora did do jewellery boxes, but I've never ever seen them. When I looked them up online, on the website, when I looked in my store, I'd never seen them. So I was beginning to think, oh, you know, I'm just going to have to get a random one. And I know I could just get any jewellery box I want, or needed, or would have liked. But because I had all the Pandora jewellery, I really wanted to have it with the jewellery box as well, just so it's like all together and it's all really special. And then we come across it, and because it's my birthday and it's my last important one this year, it's my 21st, he said he was going to spend a little bit more extra on me than what he would normally do, so he said he would also get me this jewellery box as well, which obviously he's had. So like I said, when I bought this, or when my dad bought it for me, I had a little look at it when I got home, just to make sure that everything was alright on the inside with it. And when I actually first opened it up, inside, it just looks like this, and it did have loads of tissue around it and inside, but I got rid of that. But the front of this just opens up like that, which I think is really sweet. And then, as you can see, the jewellery box is pink. I only have pink. I would have preferred white, just because obviously you can tell my room is like white and grey, and the white would have gone better, but unfortunately they didn't have the white, but that doesn't matter. I'm super grateful for getting this anyway. But yeah, so this is what the jewellery box looks like. It's made out of that really nice sturdy material. It says Pandora on the front. And then when you open it up, it's like a magnetic door, which is really handy. But when you open it up, it just has a really nice mirror. There you are, hello. But it just has this mirror on the back. And then the first section, I'll turn it this way, you get this part. So this part is, I assume, for like rings, and then a necklace, bracelet sort of thing. I've already planned out where everything's going to go, that's why I kind of know. And then little earring ports here, and that's definitely something that I need to fill up, because that's about the only thing Pandora jewellery that I don't have earrings. But yeah, so this is the first layer, and this actually just slides out like so. It's just like a little tray, and then in the bottom it just has this section. Again, this is more for bracelets, another sort of necklace port sort of thing. It's got these two little holes which I'm personally going to put my chain and clips in, and then it just has like this bar, and I think this is probably like for charms and spare ones that, you know, you're not going to wear, which just slide obviously onto here. I've seen one of these pop off or twist off or something, I'm not entirely sure, but then it just slides into there, and then you can keep all your extra charms in there. So yeah, and this one does actually come out as well. You basically get these two trays, and they did have a smaller one, but it was literally like a quarter of the size of this one. It was like literally a little box, and I probably would have needed 3 of them to have fitted everything in. So I'm super thankful that I've got this absolutely stunning jewellery box from my dad, and this honestly is one of my favourite presents that I think I've ever got. You know, and I'm being that typical girly girl that, you know, just jewellery, makeup, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I will link the Pandora website down below for you guys to go and check it out and have a look. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, tell all your friends and family. I've had a lot of really good things happen to me recently. I'm finally getting my stomach issues under control. Even though I have been in hospital a couple more times since I've seen you guys, it's slowly starting to get under control. Kind of got a plan. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to work. I've got a new job. My mental health with my anxiety is actually a lot better. Things in general just seem to be looking up for me. So please share this with your friends and family. Let's try and build up this channel as much as we can. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you soon, and I love you all so much. Bye, guys.